Hello and welcome to class. My name is Cindy Shelton. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the navigation around the website for our class that you'll be in. So this is for your College Algebra Workshop class, your online version. So once you click into Blackboard, however that you go there from our website, you'll see your options for your classes. You'll click on our class, Math 100 Z1 is our section. And you'll see some tabs along the left-hand side. The first one is announcements. I don't have anything in there for you right at the moment, but I plan to add some announcements along through the semester. I'll communicate a lot through announcements. And then the next tab would be Start Here, where you'll find all the most important information about the class, the syllabus, attendance policy, calendar, and some main rules for the class. Okay, so you've got a little intro here, e-learning orientation, which I recommend you go through. It's just a good little preview to help you get started with using Blackboard. Not for grade or anything, but that is just helpful information. Then the main thing probably is the syllabus. You'll see you can click on each one of these tabs to see all the syllabus rules, the class schedule, how you'll want to kind of manage your time through the course and when the deadlines are, and the attendance policy. We have a semester calendar for ACTC and then some main links to some resources that you might find helpful. All right, so that's that. So to start here, lots of information there. Content. Content is where you're going to find more material for the course, hard material, like you're going to then click into a math program to actually work programs, but this is more static material, maybe I would call it. So it tells you what you're going to, kind of the layout of the book. This book, which is online available, you do not have to purchase a solid hard copy of the book, but you might want to. But anyway, the book starts in this thing called Chapter R, the review chapter. This review chapter is just full of really good information to help you get a solid foundation and to start in the course. And I have assigned some problems for you to work homework that will help you in this review part. But the actual class material starts in Chapter 1. Chapter 1, and you can also see there's a click here to see videos. So let me go ahead and show you that. I have recorded some of my lectures. I also teach the Math 150 course in person, so I have on occasion videotape my classes. So you can see some of those demonstration there, and maybe that'll be helpful to you. And you're taking a class, I know, so you'll hear that teacher lecture. It may be you may have me for class and be taking this, but whoever your teacher is, this could be helpful supplemental information. And then it tells you what the goals for that chapter are, what you should learn in that chapter. Then we have Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6, which is optional material, just for fun, I call it. So you may not want to have that fun, but I just threw it in there. It's one of my favorite chapters. And then we have final exam study aids. I do not give you a final for the workshop portion of the class, but you may have a final in your Math 150. So I just left that in there just in case it was something, a resource that you could use. So there are also additional videos that I found on topics, so I've tried to throw some of those in there sometime as well. And then notes, if you were sitting through class, some of the notes that you may take through the lecture. So some hard copy of the notes, that just extra resources should you want to use that. Okay, so that's the content. Communication, this is where we can communicate with discussion boards and such things that we'll use throughout the semester. My grades, I'm going to go skip MyLabs Plus for a minute. My grades, you'll see what I have here is your grades are determined as stated on the syllabus and will be updated in MyLabs Plus. MyLabs Plus is where you're going to mainly live in this course and do most of your work. And we're going to click on that tab in just a minute. But your grading will show up in MyLabs Plus. Then there's a couple links to down here, the library link. And then there is a help link for other information and support you can check into. Alright, so now I want to take you into what I consider the main button that we'll be using in this class, which is MyLabs Plus. I like to right-click on the link and open in a new tab. I find that to be helpful. That way, let me pull the screen up here. That way you can go back and forth between our Blackboard shell, and then Course Tools where you'll see MyLabs Plus. And that's where, like I said, most of your work lives. So in MyLabs Plus, and yours will look a little different than mine from the student view, but you will have your assignments in there. This is everything you're going to need to do for the class will be listed here under assignments. You will have a syllabus quiz. All of these things can be taken infinite times, so I expect you to do that until you achieve mastery, get your 100%. So take your syllabus quiz. That will be due by the first Friday of class, which is January 12th. There will be Chapter R notes and study aids. You'll see these study aids in each one of your chapters. Okay, so inside of that, I'm going to just open the study aids and preview that for you. You're going to find I'm sorry, here, I need to adjust your screen again. You're going to find all kinds of things. I mean, more stuff than you'll probably ever want to use. But click on as many of these as you can. They're all resources to help you. For example, there's podcasts, factoring the difference of squares. Maybe you'll want to, looks like I need to upload or update my Flash to do that, so sorry about that. But there'll be all kinds of resources in here, and some may require updates on your computer, as you just saw with mine. But there's PowerPoints and there's videos, and as soon as I just clicked on it, notice I got a green check, so it doesn't really time you to how long you look at it. I'm not looking for that. I just wanted you to have these resources to use as you need it. So I wanted you to know they're there. And they're there for each one of your chapters. You can see chapter 1 has that as well. But there is nothing in the due date here because they're not due. They're just for your resources. Now, here's something that's due. R.3. There's an assignment. It's a homework assignment. And it goes along with Chapter R. And it is assigned and it is due February the 5th. You got a long time to do that. I hope you do it this week, though. I have a schedule that is suggested to keep you on track with your teacher and the coursework. And actually, Chapter R is review, and it would be good to have that done before you even start it. But officially, the due dates are pretty liberal. I'm going to say February the 5th is a long time from now before those must be due. So all your Chapter R actually is, and your Quiz 1, which is over Chapter R, is due by February 5th. So a long time from now. But please don't let that stop you from working ahead and getting that done in a timely manner. Like I said, preferably this week. So all these due dates, like I said, are very liberal, but you should stay ahead of them. So then Chapter 1 has a due date of March the 5th. Again, a long time from now. And some of Chapter 2 is in that as well. I'll start speeding it up a little bit. Chapter 3 has a due date of April the 2nd. Again, your teacher in class is going to be much ahead of these deadlines. So I just made these later. So just in case that you did need some time lapse, if your teacher is on a different schedule, it would give you ample time. And that should be the case, I feel like, with all my due dates. So please stay ahead of those. I will be assigning discussion boards, and I'll talk to you more about that throughout the course. But I wanted you to see, like, this is the main area where your work will start. Feel free to contact me if you have questions about particular problems. The math program is going to explain a lot of it and give you resources, but I'm here too. So again, always feel free to pop in and send me an email or call me if you have further questions. I wish you the best of luck with this semester.